because we got a pretty good storm front coming in from the west again. It's going to make everything wet and soggy, and well, I left my rain pants at home, so we're going to try to avoid getting soaking wet today. So on that notion, I'll give you guys some highlights on the trip and how everything's going, and you can see some scenery from the seat of a service truck. Working on this bus here, and I got to get down and test the starter, but there's a small problem with buses. When they set in the air, bleeds out, it is a pain in the butt to get underneath of them. These are my jacks, and right up under there, see if we can see it, is the starter right back there, and that is too low for me to get to in any way necessary. So I have to find a way to remotely charge the air system to an air tank to get it up high enough to get my jacks underneath of it. Then once I can get my jacks underneath it, I can go and manually test the starter, but I believe the starter's out, and that's what I'm hoping for. There is no remote sections on the air system. I've already checked and double checked. So I guess now we have to pull the floor up, which I'm not too thrilled about that, but it is what it is. I was wrong just a little bit ago. I was able to find an air tank, and I just pulled the fittings off of it, was able to adapt into it. There we go. Just hooked it right to the service truck, gave me plenty of room. Now I'm gonna try to squeeze up underneath there, see if we can remote start this. Well, I got everything figured out and fixed on it. Did a couple updates on it. Wired that in to disconnect. I don't know if you see it right here. I wired that in to disconnect the grounds throughout the system, keep it from self-drawing. Found out that they had an inverter that was staying hot all the time, and without putting an army switch on it, army wires running all the way up, easier access just to make sure they can drop the power on it when they park it for an extended amount of time. It's also still got its 24 volt, 12 volt hot, but that leaves the ground open, and the way they wired the inverter through, that goes around it. So there it is. The reason you were having me look at it, complain a little bit, because on buses, no, agree, it's much higher now. There's not a whole lot of room under there for those jacks. But we did find an air can in this door right here. I was able to pull the fittings off of it, plumb into it. But I think this will be it. And I believe the high school will enjoy their bus in the future. So, well, I think I'm done. I missed the bad weather outside, so I think it's about time for me to pack up and start moseying my way back home and get me some grub.